guys, welcome to your Mercury in retrograde reading. We're going to be getting some perspective and advice on how to navigate the shitstorm that we call Mercury in retrograde, lasting until October 18th, starting yesterday, September 27th. And we're going to go through all the signs. Those should be timestamped below. If this resonates, please hit the like button and subscribe. It makes a huge difference for the channel. Also, I do give personal readings. You have to check the description box for my email right below and reach out and we'll go from there. All right, starting with Aries, getting an idea of your challenge coming forward in this. All right, we've got that bold energy of the Queen of Wands. Aries, current challenge for the Mercury in retrograde. Okay, and why are we getting this World card upside down? Okay, so in regards, there's an individual here. This is an energy that is pretty outgoing, pretty confident. Even if there's things going on below the surface, they don't really show on the outer surface. A lot of people are attracted to their confidence. They are usually very attractive and aware of how attractive they are. They can be quite outgoing, run on their instincts, but there is a phase here. I think that somebody's resisting some communication somehow. This is from a distance, oftentimes with the World card coming out, but it's coming out upside down. This is, I feel like, a resistance to kind of an end of a phase, a resistance to something that is, and this could be through communication, resisting travel or communication, or issues with travel and communication around this. Why are we getting the Tower? Why are we getting the Tower for Aries? Okay, yeah, putting off, like, it feels like putting off the, there's the Nine of Pentacles is the card of somebody who's confidently single, happy single. But I don't feel that this person sees how happy they will be single. It's like they're focused on, they're just kind of like, no, I don't want to end this chapter yet. I don't want to end this chapter yet. And this Tower has happened for some people already, and this Tower period might happen. But for a lot of you, it's going to require a move, it seems like, over distance. And the reason why I say that is because the Tower can represent moving or home issues, things that arise that you did not expect. So this feels like communications or travel plans are going to be affected around Mercury in retrograde, regarding somehow a resistance at hand. And I feel that getting the Nine of Pentacles, this possibility of doing it alone is coming out. So what advice do we have for Aries in Mercury retrograde, moving forward with their communication, their possible travel plans, their homes, their sense of security? All right, what advice do you have? I'm going to make sure that this is up right. Okay. What advice do you have for Aries going forward in Mercury retrograde? Okay. Being honest. If there's something hidden, if there's something that you're not quite talking about, or if you have the sense that somebody else is pulling the wool over your eyes, I feel like getting very honest with yourself. Now, it doesn't say verbalize it, but getting honest with yourself is really important. Like, what is the agenda here? Like, be real, be very real with yourself. And if you're feeling, because this is sapping your strength in the situation, this is sapping your deep confidence. And I think that there's a reason why one of the first things that came out of my mouth regards to the Queen of Wands is, even though she looks confident and looks powerful on the outside, she doesn't really let people know what's going on underneath the surface. And what's going on here is there's a sapping of the strength regarding something that somebody's being, you're being not honest with yourself, I guess not honest would be the word dishonest. Sorry, I've just had my morning coffee. I'm catching up. All right, what advice do you have for Aries? Okay, gotta fly out of the deck to be read. Boink. Yeah, this is regards to a choice. This is doing something that is out of your wheelhouse. This is something that you're uncomfortable doing. This requires imagination and a leap of faith. And it's a choice. There's a choice at hand here. You're struggling seeing what's the right choice to make, right? And that's one of the reasons is it's symbolized with this blindfold. You can't really see your intuition, which is represented by the moon here. So what is keeping you that blindfold on is this strength has been sapped from you. You're feeling like you know, damn, I don't really feel myself. I don't really know which way is up or down. Usually I've got a really strong sense of intuition, or we've got really strong instincts. That's a good word for it. But I just feel kind of like I don't know what the right move is here. And it does require you to take a leap of faith and use your imagination quite a bit, but you need to get that strength back somehow. And I think it has something directly related to the wool being pulled over your eyes, either by yourself or somebody else. So who's being dishonest? Are you being dishonest with yourself over something here? Advice for Aries. You keep on getting these reversals. King of Rods. So this is your king. This is, you know, here's Queen of Rods, or Wands. Here's King of Wands. And they're upside down. So this does feel like, you know, there might be some disharmony with your partner if they feel like they're normally your total balance. They're your true blue, right? This is like mismatched all of a sudden, you know, they're opposites. So there might be some disagreements. There might be some fiery disagreements. Yeah, so you're very much aware of your work around this commitment and realizing that it's going to require more work. And this is really good to look at, you know. The Hierophant rules over things like, you know, institutions like marriage and even education and religious, you know, organized religion, but also it's around our commitments, bottom line. You're getting it out with the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like taking a look at, stepping back, taking a look at all the work you've poured into this union and poured into this. And I think that they might be doing the same, you know, and knowing that there's more work on the journey towards this commitment, into this commitment, you know. So anyway, it seems like there's, if I stand back from this, your advice for getting through Mercury in retrograde regarding all of this, Aries, really does seem like taking a leap of faith it's beckoning for you to think creatively and have faith, because there's this little twinkling of magic with the Page of Cups waiting for you. But it requires you to make this decision. And in order to make this decision, you need to feel strong again. You need to feel yourself and confident on the inside. It's not enough to show it on the outside. In order to do that, you got to get real with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so which I think you're going to be doing. I think that it's going to be revealing itself, you know. And that's like either pulling the wool off of your own eyes that you've put there, or it's pulling the wool off of somebody else's, or if you feel like somebody's being dishonest with you, could be your King of Rods over here / Wands. Getting real with it, okay? I love you guys. Talk to you later. All right, so moving on into Taurus. We got this moon continually flipping over. Taurus, how are you? It's nice to read for you this morning. We've got two decks we're working on here. We got the Rider-Waite Smith deck. We've got the Morgan-Greer Tarot deck for clarity. So yes, like and subscribe if this resonates, of course, right? You know that was coming. But I also do personal readings. So if this is specifically resonating for you, it's like, why not reach out and we'll take it from there. If it's not resonating, do not make it fit. There's just so many people in the world. It's not going to always resonate with everybody. All right, so getting advice on going forward through Mercury retrograde, it's lasting until the October 18th. How do we get through the shitstorm, Taurus? The given situation. This is the given situation. All right. We've got a person flying out here. 10 of Pentacles flying out. 6 of Swords, one more for Taurus. All right. Thank you. We've got some interesting energies here. So we've got the Queen of Wands, a person, male or female, anybody in between, that runs on their instincts, seems very confident on the outside, sometimes not so much on the inside, but you never really know what's going on the inside. They are very aware of their appearance, but they can also, it doesn't always have to be like full of shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's not full of vanity and ego, but you know, it can be quite influential because of that confidence. We've got 10 of Pentacles. This is big picture stuff. I feel like you're looking at partnership somehow. This is healing around an ideal that you had around your big picture idea of your life. Like this could be security, legacy, your career, but like projected outwards with maybe another individual, family you're creating. And then we've got kind of the very, very, I always think left-brained for some reason, but this is the problem solver of the deck. This is the King of Swords. He's not running, he or she does not run on emotions, makes their decisions from logic. And so clarity on this for Taurus. Just gonna get a little bit of clarity, and then we're gonna be getting some advice on how to navigate what this issue is. Okay, clarity on who this Queen of Wands is for Taurus. Okay, and I'm actually reading that one upright because I had the deck. That feels much better, the deck in reverse. Yeah, so there's some anxiety on this person's part, the Queen of Wands, and wondering if it's going to be okay. There's a decision, I feel like, you guys are either making around family or something that's very tied into home and security, but it could have long-lasting effects, ripple effects into your life, and you're wondering, what do I do here? What's the right thing? There's kind of a holding back. I think that you're really kind of focusing on gaining your strength and your gaining yourself back, getting yourself back. But there's a little bit of a careful energy. You don't want to spill it all too soon, and you've worked hard on cultivating who you are in this aspect, which pertains to big picture stuff. And I think that if it doesn't feel slightly under threat, you're just being careful and withholding. I think that you're open to new things, but you're just very, very freshly open to new ideas and possibilities. Yeah, because you've really been focusing on healing, and you are getting your wish. You are going to be getting and receiving what you are praying for, but you are kind of, it might not be, you might not be able to see very far down the road. You know, you just feel like you can see 2 feet in front of you. And so in regards to this decision regarding, you know, possible long-term effects, I think that, why are we getting a 6 of? Okay. One moment. I feel like there's somebody in your past, possibly, like, kind of, it's possible that they could be coming back into the picture. Is this Emperor for Taurus? I feel like it's like you want this, like in the past, this person and you had some disagreements. There's some impulsive words, things that were said that could later on be regretted. It's like maybe you guys have worked on that. You want to come out of that conflict. There's a choice to be had here with this person. They do definitely tie into big picture, long-term ideas. You're getting the Emperor card, which suggests that Emperor can be controlling when they're imbalanced, and you're wondering if they've done the work. You're wondering if they've been healing like you've been healing, like will you guys, and you're feeling a little bit, I think both of you guys are feeling slightly defensive, right? But you're wondering if this person has changed. And you've certainly been working hard on yourself. And so that's why you're really kind of holding back from this person. It's giving you a lot of anxiety, this person, whether or not they've changed, whether or not they've kind of caught up to where you're at, or vice versa. King of Swords, who is this King of Swords? Why are we getting King of Swords? Okay. Communications coming through. They might not even gotten along with your friends very well. And your friends might have not liked them. Now in hindsight, after you've done a little bit of healing on your own, you've even agreed with some of your friends. Like, oh, I can see, I didn't even notice it when I was in it that was the case. But now I can see what you're talking about. I can see why you have an opinion about them. So it's a little bit of a torn situation, this 2 of Swords. is seeing these two perspectives. How do I marry this perspective to the other perspective? You know, like the perspective that you've gotten after healing in consideration of all this. How do you marry that back into what they're saying they are and what you're wanting to believe that they are? All right, so let's get some advice here, shall we, Taurus? All right, so Taurus, advice for Taurus regarding going forward, Mercury in retrograde, going forward. Advice for Taurus, advice for Taurus. Okay, so we've got the Emperor again. Emperor again. Advice for Taurus. This could be that person. Okay, they're making us, they're resurfacing again. So advice for Taurus. Work, the work hard, or the Eight of Pentacles. Advice for Taurus. Why are we getting the Five of Swords? Please make it clear, Spirit. Aha. Working through miscommunication, working through, talking through it, putting the work in. Let's to this. Oh, wow. Okay. You're getting the two. All right. So you guys, you have more control over this situation than you give yourself credit for. Okay? You can't be manipulated in this situation. In order to move forward, right here, you got the same cards, right? You've been doing all this healing. And what's the point of doing all this healing if you don't get a chance to put everything you've learned into practice? Here's your opportunity. Going through Mercury in retrograde. Now keep in mind, miscommunications are at large. They are showcasing through until October 18th. So please be very careful in how you communicate. And it's possibly good at this point. I feel like there's a good chance that there is already some miscommunications with this individual. And if not yet, then maybe it's really best to keep things inside with the Four of Swords. Continue to do your work, continue to be open and willing to see possibilities, right? You can do the work with this individual, but I would keep your mouth shut a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think it's going to lead you to the Five of Swords. So it's funny because when these first came out, I wasn't tying them together that way. Now I feel that it's very clear that yes, in consideration to Mercury in retrograde especially, you're getting Five of Swords along with the Ace of Swords. This is a contradiction. This is conflicting information. This is information that you get out. You might have an idea or an epiphany, something that you want to share, a communication and a message. And it might be misinterpreted and might lead to an argument. Even if it's you that feels that you're right, whether it's you or them, it's better to stay in this place of consideration, of holding this globe up, the globe representing what is possible, looking out at that big ocean at what's possible, and meditating on it, okay? So, I'm wishing you all the luck, Taurus, and I will talk to you soon. Love you guys. Okay. Getting all this together. So next is Gemini. Gemini, how are you guys? I'm going to give these cards a quick shuffle. Thinking about Gemini energy. So yes, please consider liking and subscribing to the page if this resonates. Of course, if you'd like a personal reading, you can go down below and there's an email address. You just simply send me an email. We'll go from there. All right. So keep it up on my cards. Getting messages about how to go forward during the shit show that is Mercury in retrograde. What your challenges at hand that will pop up and then how to deal with that challenge. All right. So insight for Gemini, where they're at. What's this challenge coming up? Everybody's got challenges. It's not a scary thing. And these challenges can be big or small. Okay. We've got Five of Cups upside down. That's great. Okay. So Geminis. Okay, this is wanting to work out of disappointment. You feel that there is, this looks like it could be communication issues. that might require you to take on another perspective. You might have to give up the ghost a little. You might have to make a sacrifice in order to gain perspective. And I think that you're open to that, Gemini. You really want to get out of this disappointment. You really want to turn around and face these 2 full cups behind you instead of looking at the spilled milk. And you know that it's going to require positive communication and understanding. But being that it's Mercury in retrograde, some of that can get mixed up and turn a little immature. Okay, and sometimes when patience is required during a period of time where communication is so key, it's hard. It's hard. You're going to have to possibly take on another perspective, but there's a gift in that perspective. Yeah, but this is all about communication. So for Gemini, what advice do you have for us, for Gemini going through Mercury in retrograde regarding communication and getting out of a disappointed place? Awesome. Compassion. Thinking from your heart. You know, compassion is fascinating because it sometimes just stops everything. It stops people in their tracks, and it completely creates a different environment in the moment. Okay, so this is slowing down your energy, Gemini. Slow down going towards them, right? Doesn't mean that you have to be withholding or manipulative, of course. It might be misinterpreted as manipulative if you're totally withholding. Instead, actually, slowing down that fiery energy and thinking from a place of compassion, gratitude, and generosity. 6 of Pentacles is like that golden rule of do unto others, right? And I feel very strongly, Gemini, that this person might think that you're looking over something, that you're not seeing the entirety of the situation or the entirety of who they are. But I'll tell you what, sometimes that is going to remain blocked until you can change the emotional environment within. And so this is what it's talking about with the Queen of Cups. It's changing your emotional environment. It might totally throw them off, but in the best kind of way, Gemini. Like they're not expecting it. And 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so what else about this going forward? Ooh. Okay. Cards are acting weird. Empress. Yep. This is totally embracing the deeper you, the beautiful you, and you're going to be seen as such. It's like, this is how you guys get out of that stuck energy. And if this is like, this could be like, for some of you guys, it'll be, mother, daughter. So for some others, it's going to be lover. They're going to start seeing your beauty again. They're going to start seeing how gorgeous you are. I want to know what this one was. And then 5 of Swords, coming out of this miscommunication, coming out. It's like drop the necessity to be right in the situation, and it's going to all of a sudden start flowing again. All right, Gemini, I hope that was helpful. Love you guys. Now, moving on to Cancer. So, Cancers, you guys have been having quite an interesting year. I'm going to tilt these all the right way. Please like and subscribe if this resonates. Of course, if it doesn't, don't try to make it fit. And there's so many great YouTube readers out there. You will find the right one that fits for you. If you would like a personal reading, please reach out. The email address for that is down below in the description box. All right, so current situation popping up between now and October 18th for Mercury in retrograde for Cancer that they will be getting around, that they'll be working around. All right, Lover's card pops up. This is Gemini energy, possibly a choice. And we've got the World card. Now, this could be a total karmic relationship. This could be somebody coming back around too. So let's get a little more clarity on that for Cancer. Ooh, you got some sexy cards, Cancer. We've got Queen of Cups here. This is somebody who's thinking from their heart, compassionately. This is somebody who's a feeler. There's a feminine energy to the Queen of Cups, but it can be male or female. Anybody in between. Cancer, it's a challenge at home. Okay. Well, shoot. It's like, I don't know. I think you guys are going to be navigating Mercury in retrograde pretty easily. I feel like it's just going to be about gaining experience in something. There's a collaborative energy here with Three of Pentacles. I want to get a little bit of clarity here for Cancer. Bear with me, you guys. Okay, clarity on the Lovers card for Cancer. Thank you. King of Swords. This person. Okay, King of Swords. Oh, what else we got for the Lovers? Why are we getting Lovers card? Tower. Okay. Are we getting the video? Okay, the Lovers card again. Okay, so regards to this wheel, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something shaking up your sense of security here. Now, some of you guys are getting married, and so it's not going as planned, the planning process, or, you know, maybe it's just like you guys have to use a different venue, you know, but you have to go with the flow here. There's something in regards to this relationship that is a little bit like cold water in the face. You know, you have to get real with this little shakeup, which is the Tower card. So things are not, it's basically something not going as planned. Now, sometimes that's literally a move, but when it comes out in clarity to the King of Swords, I'm thinking, you know, having to leave our romantic minds, and I don't necessarily always mean like love and fluffy romance when I say romantic minds. I mean our creative, emotional minds, our right brains, let's say, even if you're not right-brained, but kind of the ideal, the soft padding of an ideal in our heads. The Tower card is coming out and shaking it up with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like, you're gonna have to get into your problem solving mode pretty quickly. And in regards to this shakeup, I feel that in coming up in the next couple of weeks of Mercury in retrograde, I think that plans are going to be affected. Like, this could have even been like you thought they were more set in stone than they actually were, and it's frustrating, but it's going to require flexibility, right? And you can problem solve this totally fine if you have the flexibility. You zoom out, you keep in mind the big picture of whatever this was, and then you can actually get creative inside of that. It definitely has something to do with collaboration with others, so this could even require contracts and stuff like that, but this is like working with others in order for this to happen. Why are we getting Cups? Oh, it's gonna, yeah, it's, don't worry. The Sun card, even when it comes out upside down, is not all that bad, and I actually don't feel like that was the right, it really doesn't feel like it's supposed to be in reverse. Yes, your happiness is going to be for a little while, just a little while. It's going to be, you know, threatened, like, oh, I wanted this to happen this way, and yes, and it's okay. The sun is still shining on you. Three of Pentacles. Why are we getting the Three of Pentacles? So it's going to require, it's gonna, yeah, things are gonna slow down to what feels like a crawl or a stop. And you're like, hey, I wanna move forward with this collaboration with others somehow is not going as planned. And you might even start to look at other, like, do I really need to look at other options? I don't really feel like looking at other options right now. And the Pentacles. And yeah, it's like, don't worry, this is not going to affect the rest of your life and your security and, like, you know, long term. It might feel like that. Like, if we don't get this right, if I don't make this work out the way I wanted it to work out, it's going to affect somehow my long-term plans. And this even feels like memories could be attached, you know, like in hindsight, I'll look back at this like, what if, or I should have, you know, and one second. I'm just gonna go through real quick, and if these come out upside down and it feels right, I read them in reverse, but okay. Yeah, don't worry, like, all the work was not for nothing. Okay. Okay, yeah. You're stretching yourself to come out of, to think positively about this, and not, you know, don't worry, it's not going to be all thrown away. But advice going forward, Cancer, during Mercury in retrograde, you still have the sun shining on you, okay? So for Cancers, what advice do you have for us? Mercury in retrograde, awesome. We got King of Pentacles coming in, swooping in to save the day. Now this is somebody, there's a paternal energy of this, but this is like somebody who knows their money, they know their funds, they know their investments, and they might come out of nowhere to help you out. If this is not somebody else, this is you being a boss. You know, like this is you thinking creatively and thinking in the realm of your finances, but this is somebody who very much knows where all their money's going, knows how to make it. They usually make very good money and they know how to invest it. They know what their dollar's worth. And so coming out with the Page of Cups is awesome because it's like, think creatively. The World Cup, the World Cup. Where's my mind? The World card. This could be communications overseas or somebody who's different from you culturally or something sometimes, if this person is coming through and it's not you. But yeah, this is the World card. I'm going to be flipping that upside down actually. I feel like, you know what, if you start working with this person, if this person is not you, it's like there's some healing that you have to kind of accept some healing in order for this to move forward. This is an opportunity for somebody else to help you. This might only pertain to like a very few of you guys, but I'm getting it in my brain and my heart, so I'm gonna let it be heard. But this might be like almost you kind of got to get over it in order to work with this person. There's this person that wants to work with you, that does have the funds or the know-how to help. And I feel like in order for this to happen, there's kind of an acceptance of that help. There's being willing to come back in out of the cold, that you convinced yourself you're out there, out in the cold, and it's requiring you to look at the healing aspect of this collaboration or this relationship in order to accept the help or in order to move forward. But that is what the cards are saying. So I'd love to hear how things are going. Leave a comment below. Adore you guys. I will be seeing you guys soon for the October readings. All right, Leos, hello. We're going to be getting some advice on how to navigate this shit storm called Mercury in retrograde. All right. So please like and subscribe if it feels right to do so. If you'd like to get a personal reading, the email is below in the description box. So the personal challenges of Leo coming up with Mercury in retrograde, it's going to be communication. All right, so let's get a little bit of clarity. A sense of being stuck. And then we're going to get some clarity on how to manage those challenges, right? All right, so this might be some unclear communication, a sense of being stuck in a conflict. For Leos, that doesn't feel right, so I'm not going to take it. For Leos. All right. All right, so you can see, I feel like in this situation, Leo's coming up in the next couple of weeks. You know, it lasts until October 18th, and I feel like you're going to be able, you feel that you can see the big picture. You feel that you're seeing a bigger picture than who you're having this conflict with, and you're feeling stuck inside this conflict. It's like your information's not getting through, okay? So, and you can try to communicate that bigger picture, but it's just not being heard. And so, okay, we got the Star card. I'm going to put this back in the deck, but we've got the Star card as being seen. You know, this is why it's symbolized by a naked person getting your wish, healing, being seen. So going forward for Leos, any advice in regards to this communication? Okay, so this is somebody that you usually see eye to eye with. Like, they are your Queen of Wands. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to mean for all of you guys that it is your romantic partner, but the Wands and the Wands, it's like, you guys usually see eye to eye on a lot of things, and there's just this disagreement, you know? And it's like, I have a feeling that this disagreement has been coming up regularly. It's not like it's just the first time, and it's exhausting, okay? It disappoints you because you're seeing this person a little bit differently. Kind of like that feeling of like, hey, but I thought, you know, this landed upright. We got the Chariot card. This is moving forward, taking the duality of a situation. This is kind of agreeing to disagree. And this is symbolized with the black and white Sphinx there. This has got a very fast moving energy. The moment you kind of get over your disappointment in regards to this person, you choose, you know, okay, so we don't see eye to eye here. Let's agree to disagree on this. You can put this bundle of sticks down with a 10 of Wands. It's exhausting you, right? And then all of a sudden the energy picks up again and it's moving forward. Any more advice for Leos going forward? You know, Leos, yeah, that one was really flew out weird. Yeah, this is definitely contemplating your words before you say them. This is also keeping some stuff inside, and yeah, this is a contemplative place with a Four of Swords. I have a feeling that you're going to be glad you didn't say certain things that you could have. And I feel that this connection it's just not worth it. You know, like this disagreement is exhausting and they're not seeing the information that you have to give them. You do see this, you feel that you do see this bigger picture that they just are not seeing. And so, you know, going forward, getting out of any kind of challenge in Mercury in retrograde, keeping your mouth shut to a certain degree is actually really helpful. And also just going forward with this positive energy of like, you know what, taking the duality of the situation, let's agree to disagree, at least for now. You know what I mean? Because not everything lasts forever. And sometimes, okay, so impulsive communication is coming out here with the Knight of Swords. Why are we getting the Knight of Swords? Please make it clear, Spirit. Okay, and we've got this. Let's just read the Eight of Cups here is like impulsive communication is going to challenge everything that you've built so far with this person. It's going to make one want to leave. I'm looking at this both in reverse and upright, but that impulsive communication. Nope, we're not taking these. Wow, what the fuck is going on? Excuse my language, you guys. Jeez. This is somebody you know. This is somebody that knows you really, really well. I feel that you kind of want a new start. I think but you're going to get that new start and that fresh start by way of holding back certain impulsive communications. So it's basically reiterating what's here, okay? And because I think there's going to be some fresh insight and kind of the magic. It's going to breathe the magic back into your friendship or relationship. For some of you guys, it's friendship. Some of you guys, it's relatives. Some of you guys, it's love, like your romantic partner. But it's going to remind you, oh gosh, yeah, we've got this beautiful thing in common, and you're going to be able to go back to a playful place again with them. And remember that these disagreements sometimes have a way of working themselves out. Sometimes you come to seeing eye to eye. Sometimes you agree to disagree and you see the other things that you have in common. And those, it's like letting sleeping dogs lie. There's a sense of, yes, you can see this bigger picture and they see a different picture, and you guys can go back around and around and around if you want. But the bottom line is, let's pay attention to the fact that this is sapping your energy. This is disappointing you and it's making you exhausted. So paying attention to what is moving forward, what you guys do have in common. It's like if you jump onto that, you will find that you'll come back around, you know, like you guys will come back to a space that is healthy and moving forward. All right. Good luck to you all. I adore you. Bye-bye. All right. to my Virgos. Virgos. So we're getting some insight on how to navigate Mercury in retrograde, any challenges that might come up. And, you know, those challenges are oftentimes temporary for Mercury in retrograde, but we get a little anxiety around them. So it's nice to have a message or two on how to navigate it. If this resonates, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. It means so much and it really helps the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. Just reach out and we'll take it from there. All right, so Virgos in Mercury in retrograde. All right, we've got the wheel. Mercury in retrograde. Four of Swords. Mercury in Virgos. Swords. All right, we've got Seven of Swords. You're in your heads. This is about possible communication. Possibly just thinking a lot of air energy. Flipping the deck but not flying out is the Seven of Pentacles. Work has been put towards this. Virgos. You know, I feel that this is information, communication possibly around, well, okay, so this is around a relationship that might be very new. This could be friendship or romantic. And for very few of you guys, this is going to be somehow creatively involved. But either way, I feel that there's been a hiccup. You know, at one point, I think, like, so this is either, like, for a few of you guys, somebody who's coming back into the picture with a Wheel of Fortune. And if not, then it's really just a sense that that this had a really good destiny before it. That there was a sense of knowing this person or a meant to be-ness or karmic potential to this relationship. But there's been a hiccup, you know. I don't think that you're necessarily talking to them about it, but I feel like you're kind of you don't quite trust them. The trust has been, it's like you've pulled back your energy. I think that you're somehow doubting this connection. And then we've got the Fool card. Clarity on the Fool card. What is it coming out for Virgo? Okay, so this is like, you're considering not taking this offer. You're reconsidering this, you know, this offer, this relationship coming in. And it's pretty new still, but I think that you just having some trust issues pop up. And for some reason, maybe they threw up your red flags, your shit meter went off. And so you're reconsidering this journey. So going forward, let's get another deck for Virgos. Going forward, how do they navigate this challenge in the next couple of weeks, you know, until October 18th when Mercury goes out of retrograde. Okay, so let's get, okay, so for how do they navigate forward? These are talking to the Virgos among you. Don't try to make a fit, but these are talking to the Virgos among you that have been feeling this way, you know, that have been feeling some disappointment or maybe even a little bit of heartbreak around this. It's sticking to my finger, so I want to look at it. The Moon card, yeah. So there's a sense of something hidden here, and even though you may not have all the details, it's raising some alarm or some distrust. You're getting the Fool again. It looks like you're being really invited to start a new journey, to start over. Maybe not take this offer. To listen to your intuition very closely. If your shit meter's going off, Virgos, give yourself some credit. Listen to it. Getting the fresh new energy of Page of Wands. Get back in the scene. You know, like that Page of Wands is that new, fresh messenger, that new energy starting. Yeah, this is coming out of a sense. I feel like you were feeling somehow left out I feel like you needed to abandon a situation because you think eventually it would have abandoned you. You know what I mean? Starting out on a new journey, listening to your intuition and looking for a fresh spark of inspiration, which is coming around the corner. But it's okay if you feel a little bit of heartbreak going forward. I don't think it'll last for very long, you guys. I think that following your intuition, something was telling you you couldn't really trust this connection, even though it was brand new. It's just like you had enough red flags. So, you know, yeah. Eight of Swords. Are we getting Eight of Swords? Getting the Moon card again. You know, the way that you're going to get unstuck is like fake it till you make it. Even if you don't feel confident on the inside, you can look confident on the outside, you guys. Play with the surfaces a little bit. And what I mean by that is, you know, having some fun. You can retell your story on your surface and the inside of you starts to believe it. You know what I mean? That's what they mean by fake it till you make it. So inside you might be having a little bit of despair or stuck feeling, a little disappointment around this, but you're going to come around. You're going to come around into that fresh journey, that energy. It's because you followed your intuition. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing here. Queen of Wands. Moon card. What clarity on the moon card? You're going to get unstuck by being the Queen of Wands. Somebody who looks confident, somebody who looks good looking, dress nicely, treat yourself, you know, like treat yourself to a new pair of jeans or some lipstick or something that makes you feel like a boss, because then you will become the boss again. You know, I mean, the emperor comes out. It's like, even if you need to catch up on the inside, even if you feel like you're lagging or slagging and not super inspired at first, it's okay. That's how you're going to navigate going through this. Okay, Virgos, I love you. Talk to you soon for the October reading. Okay, so next we have Libras. Libras. I'm gonna just turn these up right. So you guys, we're getting some insight on how to navigate through Mercury in retrograde. It's gonna be in retrograde between September 27th and October 18th. If a lot of you guys are going to be having your birthdays in that period of time, because it is in retrograde in Libra, so it's affecting you guys for sure. Communication, travel, technology, just be patient. We're going to get some insight on any challenges at hand and then how to navigate them. Okay, you guys? If this resonates, hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, my email is down below in the description box. Just reach out and we'll take it from there. Just gonna do one more for good measure. All right, Libras, tell us what's going on. Now, if this resonates, cool. If it does not, don't try to make it fit. This was flying out up right. You're compassionate. You're in like that soft, compassionate place. So the Queen of Cups coming out. Okay. Loving energy. This feels like loving energy. Okay, thank you. I feel like there's some self-doubt here. It's like there's a little wobbliness in the confidence around something. Why are we getting Eight of Cups? Please make it clear, Spirit, for Libras. Whoa. Okay. This is a resistance to possible change. Now, this could be like a move. This could definitely be affecting like your sense of security around home and coming up, and it's going to trigger your confidences in something. You're going to feel a little bit vulnerable and a little more emotional than usual through this Libra, Mercury, and retrograde. It's a resistance to look at something that I feel needs to be looked at. There is some, let's see, one sec. I really want to get a little more insight about this Tower and this Eight of Cups. I feel like you're being encouraged to, you're getting an opportunity here. The opportunity is hidden behind having to leave something. You know, with the tower comes out when there is a shake-up moment, right? Something that was out of your control. Oftentimes it does affect where we live, but not always. Either way, it shakes everything up. When that tower falls, so does oftentimes our confidences and what we held secure and dear to us. So, you know, it's like leaving something that was tied to this shakeup, you know? And I feel like moving forward by being willing to learn and take on something that could even come in the form of research, that could come in the form of, but it does require, you know, getting over the hump of a learning curve. But this does require a vulnerability, and your emotions are triggered by this. So what are we, and then so for some reason it's affecting, I think, your confidence a little bit. So you're aware of your confidence. 7 of Wands. Where are we getting a 7 of Wands? One sec. I just want to make sure that this is as upright as possible. Great. Sometimes we take them upright. Sometimes we take them in reverse. Why are we getting 7 of Wands here for Libras? Okay. Yeah, it's like I think that you're getting triggered. Your sense of confidence is getting triggered by a disappointment here. Why are we getting 5 of Cups? But I feel like you're fighting it off. I feel like you're working, you're acknowledging it. That emotional space is not there for no reason. You know what I mean? Like being, okay. 5 of Swords. Okay, this is in collaborations to others, with others. So, you know, you're kind of being triggered emotionally around a sense of collaboration with others, trusting them, trusting yourself. I think it's triggering a sense of disappointment going forward. And so, you know, this is all about the challenges going forward into Mercury in retrograde. So we're looking for the challenge, right? So don't worry, because these things are passing. But the question is, how do we help? What messages will help navigate that, okay? So I'm gonna make sure there's a, right? So what messages can help Libra navigate this kind of emotional space that is getting triggered in collaboration with others? Ooh, the big picture. So what are you really working towards here? The Cups, this is total happiness. This is, what is the big picture within your relationships? What do you want in your relationships? These are your love relationships, your friends, the people that surround you. Zooming out and being like, you know, recalibrating possibly a little bit, checking yourself and who you need to be. Wow, boom, boom, boom. We have the Knight of Rods. You're going to get this new energy when you stand back and look at this. Here's your energy popping up with the Justice card. Moon energy. This is ruled by Pisces. So we've got big picture happiness, 10 of Cups. Look it up, right? You know 10 of Cups. It's like zoom out from this situation. You are being triggered. Your confidences are being triggered. There's a past event here that you're gonna have to leave something behind in order to move forward, and possibly there's a learning curve attached to it. But when you zoom out and you look at your relationships and what you want in your life, you're all of a sudden gonna get the energy of the Knight of Rods. And this is gonna be a big swift kick in the ass of inspiration, big picture energy, fiery energy, and you're going to be galloping. This is a pretty aggressive night, galloping right into the unknown, right into the hidden world of the Moon card, which rules our fears, it rules our subconscious mind, it rules our dreams and the unknown. And the Moon is so important because we often like to keep it kind of hidden. It likes to, you know, sit in the dark there by itself, but then it arises and you have to kind of acknowledge it. You've got to acknowledge what's there. And the Justice card coming out is not only your energy, but it's such a great indication that you're going to be doing what is right. You're going to be doing something that feels very truth-based, truly you. And it's very, very positive. But this definitely requires that energy of the Knight of Rods. Well, how do you get back to that confident energy of the Knight of Rods? Because you're not here right now in this challenge. Well, you zoom out. You look at your relationships. You look at what's working, what isn't, what you want in the future. This is manifestation, you guys. And then we're getting the return of the 5 of Swords. So now you can, with this energy, you can return back to this conflict or this competition, the sense of being right. Yes, and you can have victory over it. What a wonderful way to end. So you guys, this is looking actually very positive, and it does not surprise me. We're in Libra energy right now, and Mercury in retrograde is in Libra. So like, this is all about conquering your fears, conquering your past experiences, going forward and fighting off your doubts, looking past your fear of disappointment, looking past your past experiences. I know I'm kind of repeating myself and being redundant here. And it's all relative to collaboration. This is very much in your world of work, finances, confidence, all that, but it ties in to your emotional world of relationships. Okay, so this is very much who you are in your community, who you are at your work, who you are with your integrity, okay? And it's okay if you feel like you're in the feels, you're in your emotions a little bit, because the moon card popping up, it's a reminder that sometimes helps us navigate. It helps us navigate our feelings. So, all right, I hope that's helpful for you guys. I adore you. And I'll have your October readings out soon. Scorpio. All right, you guys. So this is all about helping you navigate through Mercury in retrograde, right? It's going to last from, September 27th to October 18th. And we want messages about the challenge you can probably run into, and also kind of the answer, right? Like how to navigate that. So we're thinking positively, and everybody, in this reading, everybody, according to my reading today, has got a challenge, right? What is Mercury in retrograde challenging? And then where is our answer? Where is our answer on how to navigate it? So, okay, Scorpio. And if you feel so inclined, please like and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, the email address is in the description box below. All right, so tell us about what Scorpios can pay attention to in Libra season. Libra, Mercury in retrograde, rather. It's definitely something hidden coming to light. I feel like this is something like a deception of some sort. Could be big or small. This is going to be communicated about, a realization. Okay, regarding, this could be in the realm of finances and making money and investments. And then the sense of starting over with a Fool. Okay, you guys? Now, I don't know who the one is, the Seven of Swords really is. This could be some of you, it could be you. Some of you, it could be somebody else. But it's like kind of a realization, it's coming to light. Okay, so clarity on the Fool, please, for Scorpio, Mercury retrograde, Page of Pentacles, clarity on the Fool. Okay, and we got Seven of Swords again. I feel like this has something to do with a new money venture that had to do with making money, possibly learning something new, side hustle, yeah. And I don't feel like there was complete honesty in it. Okay. What about this moon in reverse? Where are we getting the moon in reverse? Okay. There's healing that's needed here for you guys. Seven of Swords. So yeah, something went awry, I feel like, with the Lovers in reverse. And Knight of Pentacles, it slowed down the energy. I think something wasn't exactly perceived as how it really was, or vice versa. Why are we getting the Ace of Swords? This is definitely something to do with, I think, a money venture or work, information or realization coming out. Okay, end of a phase. Now, so for some of you guys, there's travel or there's over a distance communications involved. But, and then King of Pentacles. Why are we getting King of Pentacles? I feel that... Okay, so I think things have slowed down. I feel like there's just been something's been clogging up the works. I feel like it might have something to do with communicating, being honest with oneself. Yep, being honest with oneself. Connected to this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is an energy that is very confident in the realm of finances, investments. They can be bosses. They can look over a group of people, or just even great investors themselves, but they know exactly where their money's going and everything. And I feel that there's been a lack of realization. There's, with the Four of Swords upside down, it's kind of like trying to pull the wool over one's eyes and not look at something that's in front of them. And I feel that currently it's just really hard to deny something that was hidden that is coming to the surface. All right, so going forward, anything that needs navigating, please, messages on Scorpio, what they need navigating on going towards this issue, this challenge. Scorpio, what do they need help on? What's your words of advice? Man, you're just getting Seven of Swords all over the place. What have you guys been up to? Whew. What's going on, you guys? Okay. Queen of Cups, thinking with your heart, coming from your compassionate place in regards to deception. Coming from a generous place. Is there breadcrumbing going on? What is your relationship with reciprocity right now with the Six of Pentacles? Please look it up if you'd like. Is everybody being fair here is the question. I think that you're being challenged to go inside and get real with yourself, because I think there's something that you have not been wanting to look at, and it's inevitably coming to the surface. And you've been getting Seven of Swords in every single deck. Seven of Swords is the card of deception. This is you pulling the wool over your own eyes, or somebody else pulling the wool over your eyes, or you pulling the wool over somebody else's eyes, but you kind of get the picture. Okay, so navigating, going forward, messages around navigating the rest of Mercury in retrograde for, yeah, so this is going off on your own, being happy doing that, going off on your own financially, being in charge of your finances, not trusting possibly another person. This is the karmic cycle, the karmic wheel of fortune. So this could also be, this could draw other people in that you have not seen for a while, or they might be coming back into the picture. But the karmic cycle of the wheel of fortune, this is all very meant to be. I feel that you've been pulling the wool. Somebody's been pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, and I feel like you kind of be you. It's definitely the wool is over your eyes. I think that there's something that you haven't wanted to look at. It's inevitably coming to the surface. Healing is necessary to start a new journey. You can't start that journey unless you really can be real with yourself. And so your challenge at hand is getting real with yourself and thinking from a compassionate, loving place, and it's going to feed right back into your independence. There's a certain amount of financial independence needed here, and the whole thing, this whole rigmarole, has been pushing you towards financial independence. By way of getting real with yourself, taking that wool off of your eyes. If there's anybody else that's been putting that wool over your eyes, calling them out, pulling it out from the dark, the world of the hidden is coming out. Anyway, yeah, and it looks like it's very much in the realm of finances, self-worth, work, all that stuff. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I will see you very soon for the October readings, okay? So up next is Sagittarius. So navigating through Mercury in retrograde, what advice can we get from Sagittarius during this shit show that's going to last until October 18th? Yes, October 18th. We're just at the beginning, you guys. All right, if this resonates, please hit the like and subscribe button. And of course, if it doesn't, leave it. Don't try to make it fit. I do personal readings, and the email address that you would need to reach out to is in the description box below if you would like one. Okay, so Sagittarius, challenge at hand from Mercury in retrograde. Thank you. Challenge at hand from Mercury in retrograde. All right. This one came out first. Sense of security, foundation, possibly marriage issues coming up. Then we've got the independence card of the Nine of Pentacles, financially independent, happily independent, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all talking about your sense of security, possibly with yourself, and a sense of like where you find your security, if that's in others or yourself. I feel like this is very much about your own sense of security, okay? So when I say sense of security, I'm talking about the Four of Wands, and there's four because it symbolizes structure and stability, right? You can't have a chair with 3 legs. You have to throw another leg on there for it not to fall down. So let's get one more card. There's something very karmic about this, possibly somebody coming back into the picture or an opportunity coming back into the picture, but let's get a little clarity. So wands. Okay. Get a little more clarity here. Temperance, your energy's coming through the reading with Temperance card, ruled by Sagittarius. You're very good at transformations. It's important to remind you, Sagittarius, that they do require a little patience, but this is a rebalancing after a sense of being left out. This is for some of you guys being let go from a job or a relationship, or even just having a disagreement with a family, but being left out in the cold. So there's a transformation occurring here for a good reason. It's just time to recalibrate what your sense of foundation and security is. So where do we go from here, right? Going into Mercury in retrograde, what messages do we need to help Sagittarius navigate this? Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know to navigate Mercury in retrograde? Keep in mind contracts, communication, travel, technology, all that is affected during this period of time. It's a really great time to revisit things that were started before September 27th, right? Because that's when Mercury went into retrograde. And it's a great time to reflect or to finish up contracts that were, and finish up projects that were already started before Mercury went into retrograde. Cool. I'm just gonna get 1 or 2 more to fill out the picture, you guys. Please bear with me. Sagittarius. Okay. Pay attention to what's, this is definitely about balance. Pay attention to what's throwing you off balance. You're very much in a manifesting place, you guys, and not a surprise here because you're getting Temperance coming out with a 5 of Pentacles and the big card of the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning for you guys, and the things that you do in the next couple of weeks will set the tone for how your next chapter starts, okay? You're in a really beautiful energy here with the Star card. You're really coming at this with a beautiful energy of recuperation and rebalancing. But I don't feel like the faith has caught up completely. Like the faith is really requiring a rebalancing of some sort with the Devil. We got it, the Chariot. What is the Devil card here? Okay. One moment. You might want to consider, you might be overspending a little bit, or you're trying to get over, like that's where you've rebalanced it, right? We got the Wheel of Fortune again. So yeah, there's like, I feel like going forward, your attention is really on maybe a habit or an addiction or something. For some of you guys, that's going to be overspending. To pay attention to in order to get rebalanced. I think for some of you guys who are struggling with your faith in yourselves of being able to do this, you've got really great cards here with the Star card, the Magician. You really do have more control over the situation than you give yourself credit for. It looks good because you have to be aware of the situation in order to change it, right? So you guys are aware of it. You guys are aware of it, and you're aware of how you want to change and how that change is going to affect everything, how it has a ripple effect, okay? You might be getting an offer that at one point didn't seem possible or it was retracted. Well, you know, you might either realize you didn't want it in the first place, or it might be coming back around. Interesting. I'm going to take that upright, even though it flew out kind of sideways. I wonder if this has affected your relationship, kind of put it in a little wonky place. It's kind of like when you take a grocery cart out at the grocery store and you realize you got the one with the wonky wheel, and it's kind of embarrassing to wheel it through the grocery store because it's going yeah. So your relationship is kind of in this place of being affected by an imbalance, and you're going to be righting the ship. You're going to be getting it back in balance when you get yourself in a balance. But you kind of have to be cool with yourself. Like, you have to be financially happy on your own, and it's going to get you out of this anxiety. It's going to get your relationships wheels fixed. But you know, the faith will follow. Just keep moving towards manifesting. And remember, you know, another tarot reader, darn it, I'm forgetting his name. Oh, I so apologize for that. Such a great tarot reader. He's brand new. I mean, like, I just discovered him, but he was talking about how hope, if you know who this is, put it in the comment box, because he deserves a lot of credit here. He was talking about how hope doesn't manifest. The act of hope doesn't do anything but manifest more hope, basically, because it's coming from an emotional environment of desperation. So the universe and everything else responds to desperation by kind of recoiling, you know? And so this is why I'm called to speak on that, is because this is, right now you're in a hopeful place, but hope is not enough. And this is what this great reader was talking about. It's having faith. Replace hope with faith. And then you're going to start seeing this rebalancing. Then you're going to start seeing everything change, and it's going to affect your world financially. It's going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect, you're going to come out of a place of anxiety and ultimately feel much more secure. Okay. So good luck with that. Please, if you guys know who that reader is, because he went off, man. I think it was the Pisces reading a couple weeks ago. On Twitter, he'd gotten some hell about this, you know, this statement he'd made around, paraphrasing, like, hope is for losers. And man, people really misunderstood what he was saying. But what he was saying was actually really cool when he unpacked it. So he deserves credit. And if I can find him, I'll put that credit on the description below for him, or maybe in the comment section. All right, you guys, coming back around. Now we got Capricorn energy. We're infusing into the deck. We're getting some insight on how to navigate the challenges coming up between now and October 18th for Mercury in retrograde. So if this resonates, please hit the like and subscribe button. If it doesn't, then fuck off. No, just kidding. Don't. I love you guys. Don't fuck off. Sun card flew out. I know you got that joke. You're going to take it lightly. All right. So, okay. So, you know, the whole point of this reading is to check in on what challenges are arising, right? So if you don't want to look at any challenges arising and just want to look at the good stuff, you know, wait until my October reading that's coming out in the next day or two. But you're really concerned about, so you're starting this new venture with a Fool card, and you've got a lot of really good feeling about it. Like, you've got a good, like, it started out really sunshiny, very idealistic. It feels like it's going to just, it's leading you to very good places, because it feels like it's just, it's the right thing. It's feeding into your sense of purpose. But I feel that, where's this clarity around the Page of Cups? Where is your challenge with Mercury in retrograde? Okay. Maybe having a little bit of a sense of detaching, a detachment from your trust that things are going to work out, right? So this is Seven of, tell me more, thank you. Seven of Swords comes up with a feeling of distrust or deception, a wool being pulled over one's eyes in regards to financially and like the security and the long-term vision around this new journey. Okay. What are we getting? You're fighting off anxiety around a possible collaborating with others on this. Maybe you need the help of others. We've got, yeah, so we've got, this could be possibly family members, this could be friends, but these are people that are loving. I think they love you. I think that this is loving energy of the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So this is possibly somebody who's older, maybe a paternal person or a mother person, but like older, and then somebody who's got a younger energy of the Knight of Cups. Coming out of anxiety, working through anxiety with these individuals. Yeah, and kind of trying to find the balance. I think that this new journey is requiring quite a bit of insight and work balance, life-work balance. All right, so how to navigate this challenge. If this resonates for you, Capricorn, stick around. We're going to be getting some insight on how to navigate this challenge, okay? So this is a challenge around trusting that things are basically going to work out. You've got this vision of how you want things down the line. This is long-term plans. Whatever this new journey is, it's affecting your long-term sense of security, what you're building, and you're trying to look in the cracks and crevices for what you might not be seeing, you know, like what might come out and bite you. So navigating forward with Capricorn in Mercury retrograde, how do they address this challenge? Please make it clear as prayer. How do they address this challenge? This challenge of, I feel like, trusting that things are just going to be okay. Okay. We've got Page of Pentacles, Tower. There's oftentimes with the Tower, there's a shakeup that one cannot control. This oftentimes has something to do with location, moving, you know, like this is, if you look it up, you'll see that it also talks about maybe sometimes what's the word? I want to say reconstructing a house. It's like when you're renovating a house or something, but it messes with your sense of security. Okay, getting some more cards before I leap and read them all together. Queen of Cups. Okay. Double energy. Okay, so you're showing up in your own reading. We got double energy, Queen of Wands. We got people showing up here for you, okay? So the answer is moving forward and being open to a bit of a learning curve around, you know, this. Pages are messengers, you know, and they're this youthful energy, which means it's like a brand new possibility around this shakeup, possible move for some of you guys, possible renovations, does really hit your sense of security, and that hits your home. And we've got moving forward quickly and communicating with some people here. We've got the Queen of Cups, who is a passionate individual. They have kind of nurturing energy. It can be a mother, it could be a friend, and then we've got Queen of Wands, this bold energy. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, so to move forward through this, I feel like something needs to be addressed and rebalanced. Something needs to be transformed in a relationship. In order, here, there's an offering here waiting for you, but there's a sense of like being abandoned or coming out of the cold. Somebody's been abandoned here, coming out of the cold. And then we have, as soon as that happens, that transformation happens, it's like, you got 10 of Cups. You've got the beautiful relationships have to get in line basically with your vision. Okay, so this is really clear. So going into Mercury in retrograde, the next couple of weeks, what you're going to be challenged with is a sense of security around a new journey, some decisions, long-lasting, long-term, big vision decisions. It's probably affecting your time to work, your ratio between work and family, or work and play. It's also affecting your definitely a sense of security. So regards to this, your answer is to move forward in communications with some individuals that are on your mind. I think that they're at play here. There's a sense of somebody being left out in the cold here, an abandonment, and there's a transformation that's needed in order to make it basically to a happy place. So basically, you need to do some housekeeping in your relationships in order to feel good about this venture going forward. And they might not even seem completely related. Guess what? They are. Because there's an offer that pops up. You're going to get either the help of somebody, you're going to get the help of one of these people. One is the Queen of Wands, who's very confident, sometimes a little too aware, a little too concerned with surfaces, how they look on the outside versus what's going on the inside. They can be a little bit fakey sometimes, but they appear more confident than they are. Then there's the Queen of Cups, which is this very compassionate, sometimes maternal, very nurturing energy. And then we've got kind of this cycle behavior between the two that is just not healthy. So this transformation, it's requiring you to kind of talk and communicate in regards to this relationship and this transformation that needs to happen around somebody being left out of the picture. And so if you do the housekeeping in your own relationships, you're going to get through this, any of the distrust or the Seven of Swords energy in this new project, this new journey that you're going towards. I hope that's helpful and clear. Capricorn, I adore you, Aquarius. So getting a reading on Mercury in retrograde, what to expect, and also how to navigate through this shit show. I'm using that word a lot today. Okay, if this resonates, please hit the like button and please consider subscribing. Greatly helps the channel and I appreciate it. If you'd like a personal reading, my email is below in the description box. What can Aquarius expect coming up? Intuitive card of the High Priestess. What else? The Star card. These are powerful cards so far. Aquarius. 1, 2. Queen of Swords flying up upside down. Temperance. You want to be aware of your balance with others. One sec. Clarity on the Queen of Swords, please. Okay. You know, this might be taking on another perspective on a relationship, somebody that you know, and a sense of nostalgia coming out. So with the Six of Cups. So this is something in the, you know, in your past relationship that you are familiar with. By taking another look at it, this is somebody that you might have cut out at one point in your life, or they might have cut you out, but taking another look at it differently. Like, for some of you guys, it will be the sunlight is shining on this relationship in a different way of like being grateful, expressing gratitude for the relationship and for that energy, for that person, for what they did give you in your life and what they did, how they did benefit your life, and being able to move forward and move on. There's a sense of forgiveness maybe, or understanding why one was cut out, because you're getting very much in touch, or at least, yeah, it looks like successfully getting in touch kind of with your inner self, your sense of intuition and your faith around, and your healing and your sense of balance is kind of a deep place. Okay, so where's our, yeah, so our challenge might be around that, you know what I mean? This might have been a little bit of a falling out with a friend, or even you might have had a ripple effect of a falling out with your comrades or friends as a result of this. Now going forward, what advice can we get for Aquarius? Okay, Aquarius going forward, Mercury in retrograde. Now, something to keep in mind during Mercury in retrograde is that, yes, we talk about all the things that are going wrong, right? Communications, contracts, don't sign contracts, beware of travel, you know, fill your tires up before you go on a road trip, all the stuff, the software issues or technology issues. But one thing that we can rely on is that anything that requires us to reflect, move back into a place of nostalgia and our past, anything that was started basically before Mercury went into retrograde, which was September 27th, this is our chance to work on them, okay? This is our chance to really take a look at them, possibly with a fresh perspective, and we can close up any of those chapters that were started before Mercury in retrograde and understand that it will be smooth sailing, okay, you guys? So, okay, so advice for Aquarians, how to move forward. Okay, we've got an offering here. It's gonna be self-worth or actual financial wealth, but an offering coming through. Nice. Okay, Sun card. Even when it's upside down, it ain't too bad. This is manifesting possibly a second chance with a partner after acknowledging a shakeup. What is this Tower card? Why are we getting this Tower card? Hermit. Getting some big major arcana. Why are we getting the Tower card? Wow. Big, lots of major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 22 in a deck, you guys. You're getting some big messages. So during this next couple of weeks, Aquarius, you're getting a real opportunity to do some serious work. And then we get the work card, the 7 of Pentacles. This is taking another look at what kind of friends you were making in the first place. Maybe you don't want them. Yeah, so you're getting this I feel like a second chance comes up into my mind. Manifesting a second chance for a relationship. Understanding that so a tower moment happens, right? And it sends you into hermit mode. And you're looking at this disagreement or conflict differently. You're actually just moving forward. You're taking the good with the bad and moving forward in this situation. And I think that you're getting there's a sense of gratitude that something didn't even work out, you know? That maybe it was okay that it didn't work out. You didn't like them anyway. Page of Swords, what's that about? Okay, if you do feel like there was any gossip at any point, or there's some talk around this thing, you know, possibly comrades or friends, you know, just not working out. Well, there are too much work anyway, you know, like you're getting an opportunity to start fresh, you know. More on this tower, please. When this tower happened, you definitely did go inside, guarding a conflict. I think you felt a little imbalanced, your perception with who to keep in your life and who to let go in your life. It got imbalanced. I think there was this sense of wanting to cut people out that were not benefiting you, and knowing who that was and if that was the right thing to do, it was unclear. Hence going into that hermit mode, going inward, trying to feel your intuition. And you feel the most comfortable at this point just being alone. You know, it's kind of like, you know what? I don't know what's up from down. People are telling me different things. I don't feel like I can really trust what I'm hearing, possibly from these friends or from comrades. I'm just going to trust myself, and I'm going to be happy in my own independence. And from there, I know that I can manifest a second chance. I can manifest a good outcome. Okay? Does that make any sense? You guys, I love you, and I will see you soon for the October readings. I'm wishing you all the luck in this transformation and this rebalancing. Mwah. Pisces, hello. So, welcome to your Mercury in retrograde reading. This is going to help you navigate through this shit show. Saying that a lot today. And I love it. All right, you guys. Please like and subscribe. It means so much. If you do like this video, then show it by hitting that like button. And if you'd like a personal reading, there is an email address in the description box below you can reach out to. So Pisces, what is the challenge coming up? Now these challenges, I'm asking the cards what the challenges are for everybody, so don't be scared by them. Okay. We got Piscean energy all over this already with the Hanged Man. We've got the Page of Cups popping out with imagination, the spark. All right, the Fool. Some awesome cards, but what are they telling us? Let's get one or two more. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read these for a second. I feel like you can feel something new on the horizon, something really promising and exciting, like something kind of magical. You're trying to see all possibilities because it is a new journey and you don't want your heart to get hurt. And I feel that you you've gone on a journey that looked similar to this in the past, if not more than one, right? Like it's starting to unfold and you're like, oh, I know how this goes, you know, like I know the unfolding of a new opportunity, a new journey. This could be in love, this could be in work. It's not saying in the reading if whether it's love or work for sure, right? So it's probably different for all of you guys, but the unfolding is happening. And you're trying to get as much perspective on this as possible, because what you don't want is heartbreak. In the past, it has led to some heartbreak, so you're trying to be smart. You're also trying not to cut out this opportunity too soon, and that's what where the challenge in Mercury in retrograde comes in, is being trigger happy. So based on your past experiences of disappointment around a new journey unfolding, you haven't cut out the you felt naive in the past, okay? And now you might have felt foolish, but you know, at the same time, you have to give yourself some credit. We really only know as much information as we have. And so that's where you're being challenged not to be too trigger happy and cut something out before you make it very far into this relationship or this journey, okay? So let's get some insight on navigating this issue for Pisces going through Mercury in retrograde when everything's going haywire, right? Communications are going haywire, and transportation and technology. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we've got this offer again. Just paying attention to that. Thanks for that. Sorry about that, Pisces. I was running out of battery. All right, so getting some insight on, you know, this trigger happy feeling that might be a little bit more on the side of pessimistic towards this opportunity unfolding for you. You don't want to be too trigger happy and cut it out too soon, right? But you also don't want to be heartbroken. So what guidance can we get during Mercury in retrograde regarding this? Beautiful cards, you guys. We've got the Sun card coming out with a Page of Swords, the card of reciprocity coming out with a relationship card of the Lovers, a decision moving forward. For a lot of you guys, this could be in love. Yeah, so like the Sun card, I'm like, stop being pessimistic, sweeties, and communicate. We have the only action card here really is the Page of Swords, which is talking, and it's fresh communication. There's messages possibly coming through. Pay attention to those messages. Why are we getting the Six of Pentacles? You know, why are we getting the Six of Pentacles? This is about pessimism. This is about your relationship with pessimism. And, you know, it's there for a reason, you guys. You know, like you're wondering if you can trust this. You know, in the past, you've been hurt before. And so you're wondering if this is a stable offer. You're wondering with the Six of Pentacles, if this offer, if this relationship is going to continue to be stable. It might seem like it's, I feel like you're afraid of breadcrumbing. I feel like you're afraid of this new stage a little bit, and you are unsure of whether or not it's an offer you need to go forward with a Four of Cups. Now with the World card, when it comes up, now this person might be very different from you, or they might have a different cultural background. They might be at a distance from you, because that's always connected to the World card here. But I'm feeling like some of you guys are making excuses not to go forward in it, just to keep your heart safe. Let's get Page of Swords. Why are we getting Page of Swords? Please make it clear. Navigate us through this. Yeah, so this is something new. Like, you know, you recognize, like I said earlier, you recognize the motions of the unfolding of a new journey. You say, oh yeah, I recognize this. I see how this is, you know, like how this starts. But is there heartbreak around the corner? And the truth is, by communicating, you're going to be able to manifest anything you want out of this relationship. This is in a real beautiful stage. Now, keep in mind, during Mercury in retrograde, communications get really screwy, but you're being called to transform through communications. So I have a feeling that your communications, while they can get screwy, it's really important to Piscean energy with a Hanged Man. They're going to give you perspective. Somehow, maybe a miscommunication, working through it. It's not exactly how you thought, and it's something around reciprocity. It's something that throws your trust around stability in this relationship off. It makes you just want to say no to this offer. But by diving into it verbally, and please be kind. You guys are naturally kind anyway. My God, I'm a Pisces, so it's just like kindness is like breathing for us. But by understanding another perspective, you could see past this possible miscommunication to the degree that you might even laugh at it. This has beautiful, look, there's so much yellow around this. You've got the sun shining on you. This is okay. It's okay to go forward, but take baby steps into the realm of communication and possibly untie some of those knots. You got the Hangman, Piscean energy, but also that introspective, perspective gaining in energy of the Hanged Man. So this is kind of about, this is definitely about working through miscommunication. Do not, I beg of you, jump to conclusions too soon about this offer, okay? That's why you're getting the Queen of Swords upside down. You've got a lot of really good stuff waiting for you if you're just ready to carefully and patiently dive into it. What you think might be happening or around the corner might not be this Three of Swords. It might be something way cooler. You have a lot of major arcana here. The Lover's card. Ooh, this person looks at you like the Empress. You know this card is sexy as hell. This person wants you. You are looking, okay. And then you've got the Tower. Now, let me tell you, the Tower is not always a bad thing, okay? It's a shakeup. This person could actually be falling deeper in love with you. You could be falling deeper in love with them. Could be sudden. This shakes your world up, right? So good and bad things do that. This could be a move. Oftentimes the Tower comes into play when there's a move or something having to do with a home that arises. But I feel like it shakes up, I think this is kind of, this shakes up your reality as you thought it was. Does that make any sense? And I don't feel like there's a bad energy at all, because look it up. When the Sun card comes out in a reading, it sheds a beautiful light over the whole thing, okay? So I hope that's helpful, you guys. I adore you, and I will look, or I'll see you soon for the October readings. Okay, bye-bye.